Hello, my name is Cade Van Patten, and today I'm going to teach you how to tune up your mountain bike. My favorite sport is mountain biking, and I'm part of the Mountain Home Cutthroats mountain biking team. And we have a race this weekend in Conway, so you're going to go through it with me, how to tune up your mountain bike. So, according to NICA ABCs, which are the air, the brakes, and the chain. And first we'll go over the air, which is your tires and your air fork, like most mountain bikes have. In your tires, you want the pressure to be just right for you. You don't want it to be too low because you can damage the rim or pop the tire. And you don't want it to be too high because you can lose traction and slide out. And how you air it up is with a floor pump with a little valve on the inner rim that some have Presta and some have Schrader valves, but this one has Schrader. And what you have to do is unscrew the cap and there's another thing that you unscrew and you hook up the floor pump to it and pump it up. Next is this air fork, which you also don't want it to be too low because it can bottom out and you can damage the fork, leading to a broken fork in the future. And you don't want it to be too high because then you won't weigh enough to actually use the suspension. And there's a valve right here on the top that you use to air up with a special air fork pump. And next we'll move on to the brakes, which each mountain bikes have two types of brakes. They got wired or hydraulic, and this one has hydraulic just like a car. So they're really touchy, and if you push the front brake too hard, you might go over the handlebars. And you want to clean the rotors, which are connected to the wheel, which the pistons push on to stop. So you want to make sure they're good and clean and not bent up. And you want to, since they're hydraulic, you want to make sure there's not too much air in them, and if there is, then you're going to need to bleed them. And how you know if there's too much air is if they're really squishy and they go all the way back to the handlebar. And you want to look at your brake pads and make sure they're not thinned out and you still have some pad left in there. Next, we'll move on to the chain, and according to Park Tool, this is how you would adjust it. The chain is what connects your front sprocket to your rear gears, and you want to make sure your chain is good and clean and oiled up and moving well. And the chain also connects the shifter, which the shifter moves the chain from different gears up and down. And on the shifter, there's a few adjustments on there. There's the high and low screws, which puts the chain so you can put it in the middle of the sprocket so it's not rubbing on the side or trying to jump off the other side. And on the shifter, which is up here where you push your buttons to shift the gears, there's the cable tension screw, which tightens it to where if you're not shifting into like your last gear, you can adjust this, and you will. And some bikes have 2 gears in the front and some only have 1. This one has 2, so there is another shifter on the left side. You will also want to adjust it. There's no high and low screw on that one. There's just a cable tension screw. And I've learned a lot from Mountain Bike Action magazine, and I hope I win this race this weekend. Thanks for learning with me.